terug. Dit is jou goed voel ontbytprogram Expresso net hier op SABC3. Now we continue to chat to extraordinary women as we celebrate everything that is wonderful about Women's Month. And in studio with us today is award-winning singer and songwriter, and who now also can add author to her title. Let's welcome Mohale Mashigo to our studios. I want to say a very good morning to you.
Hi, wow, it's very good morning, very early good morning.
It is an early good morning, and I know we both have a love for Frenchies, and
do.
I believe Bastian just came and said hello to you. But we are here to talk about your brand new book, The Yearning. You coming from a musical background, how is that creative process different, writing a book?
Well, this book took 10 years from the moment I wrote it till it got into stores, whereas a song takes about, a week, depending on how inspired I am. So I think it was just how long it takes to write a book. And also it's the same story, whereas songs, it can be anything. I can write a heartbreak song and then write a happy song. This was one story the whole time.
And I can imagine it's quite different because this is a longer story, whereas your music is a shorter story. Which one do you prefer most?
People always ask me this question, and I don't know. I just like telling stories. So if I can tell stories, then I'm happy. So I like them both.
You like them both?
Yeah.
What was the process like for you? I mean, you said 10 years?
Yeah, I started writing The Yearning in 2006, and I was unhappy in my job in advertising, so I just started writing so my colleagues could stay away from me.
Okay.
And then once I got a job I liked, I stopped writing, and a few years later, then I went back. So writing is fun. I'm not one of those writers that are tortured. Oh my gosh, I have to write my heart. No. So writing was fun. Editing was hell.
The editing process was difficult. Now, let's talk about the book, The Yearning. It is about a woman whose past comes back to haunt them. How do you think South Africans can relate to this book?
Well, this is the typical South African story. We've got so many secrets in this country, and people are so afraid to speak up. And sometimes we hide things from each other to protect other people. So I think this is a typical story that anyone can relate to, where you think you remember something from your past, but you're not sure.
Now, you say it's a story, it's fiction. Any realness from your own life reflected in this book?
No. I mean, Marubini, the main character, is a girl from Soweto like me, and she lives in Cape Town, and that's about it.
Okay, that's about it.
That's about it. She has a boyfriend, I don't, so she has a great life.
Yeah. Different characters. I mean, what stood out most for you from the process, other than the editing being hell?
I think you have to trust yourself. Yeah. That's what stood out for me, because when you write a song, there's a producer, there's all these people. Before you can get to editing, you need to complete a whole manuscript, and you have to trust yourself. So I learned to trust myself. That's the thing that stood out for me. Oh,
well, I just want to say thank you so much for joining us in studio, Mohale. Lovely having you, and of course we are looking forward to reading The Yearning and hearing what the South Africans think of the book. Now, you can get the book. It's available nationwide. It is available online and also in leading bookstores. That is called The Yearning. Well, we still have a lot coming up for you on your Feel Good Breakfast show, so don't go anywhere.